Welcome back to the Mail-In Podcast. I'm your host, Dillon Shivery, coming to you live from the Lodge in Austin, Texas. Sally is out today. She's at work. Filling in for her is Brett Scarriman. What's up, Brett?
What's going on, Dillon? How are you?
Man, I'm fantastic.
It's a nice day. It's gotten hot again.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the heat cranking up, but it is nice. We've had sun for it seems like a month straight now.
Yeah,
it's been cool.
We had a couple of weeks where it was just overcast and kind of gross and muggy. And then we got some sunshine coming.
Lifted.
So
Yeah, we are.
here we are.
We got Dave on the boards today.
What's my nickname? Do I get one too?
Well, you gave Brett Scarriman. You that was you. So I mean, why don't you just give yourself a nickname?
Nobody likes a guy who gives himself a nickname.
On spooky season, you do that quite often. So
What else am I going to do?
Little Pumpkin. Let's just call you Little Pumpkin.
That's fine.
That's my all-time fave. How we doing, Dave?
Chilling. Feeling good.
Programming notes. Last episode didn't go so well because my mic was turned off.
Yeah.
I think it's on today.
My mic officially
Yeah,
worked.
give me a mic
Okay.
check.
Check.
Oh,
check.
okay.
1, 2,
Yeah, you
3.
sound great.
My mic was off, which is problematic when you're doing a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I scrapped it. I took it down.
That's
I made it
leadership.
private.
That's leadership right there.
Yeah.
You don't want to put out a shitty product.
I don't want to do that, and we weren't able to make it up because logistics didn't really work. Sally was leaving town. We had a lot of moving parts just weren't coming together at the right time, so we scrapped the whole damn thing. Good news is there were some good questions on that episode that we're gonna use today. I believe 2 from today were supposed to be last week, and we crushed the answers, I thought, but now we have 2 new people in the seats, so we get a fresh set of answers. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
We're gonna have a good time today. How do you feel about that, Dave?
Pretty good. I will kind of clued me in on some of these questions, and very excited.
Yeah,
Some
they're good.
ones.
They're good. Before we get to said questions, we have a hotline number. It is 888-362-MAIL. That's MAIL. 888-362-6245. You can also write in if you would prefer. There's a link in the Twitter bio, @Mail-In Podcast. Anything you guys want to get off your chest before we dig in?
I haven't read these yet, so I'm gonna go.
Going in dark.
I'm flying in blind, but that's a good thing. I'm gonna respond with my heart. You know.
We only have 6 questions today, so if you have a bonus question you want to throw in,
I'll think of something.
okay, think of something. It's gonna be a fun episode, though. I'm ready for it. We have, like I said, 6 questions, 3 of which are voicemails. Dave, if you're ready, let's jump right into number 1.
Let's do it.
This one is from last week, by the way.
Cool. Got a weird one for you, mail-in crew. I'm a 30-year-old woman who is somewhat active on Twitter. My boomer dad is also on Twitter. I discovered yesterday that he's been favoriting and replying to Twitter porn stars. He's being extremely H on the TL. I threw up in my mouth a little bit when I saw it, and I don't believe he's been hacked because they're sprinkled throughout his tweets. The issue is, I don't think he knows that it's visible to the public, and he tweets some for work from that account. Do I warn him? How would I even go about doing that? Any advice or sympathy appreciated. Thanks, kings and queens. Just kings today.
Mm-hmm.
Our parents, our boomer parents, the like the 60 and up crowd, them on social media it's a scary thing.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it's innocent, you know. They don't know how to operate. They don't know what's visible and what's not. But then there's stuff like this that's just pretty embarrassing. Good news is, and I said this last week, but no one heard it, is that if he is your dad who's a boomer, let's say he's in his, okay, she's 30, so let's say he's about 60. That's probably fair. He probably doesn't have many followers, right? He probably has under 100 followers.
And like half of those are fake.
Yeah. Yeah. And among the people who follow him, probably very few, if any, have noticed this. You might be the only one who knows this is going on, honestly. Because if you just liking them, they are visible sometimes to like just your regular followers that will just randomly throw like favorited tweets up on the TL if you have that setting turned on or whatever. But mostly you have to like actually click on the profile, click on his likes tabbed, and start scrolling through to see.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be the only one that knows this is going on, which is big. Chances are he doesn't know that this is public, visible to the public. Right?
I think that's fair to assume. Yeah, he doesn't know a reply is going to be, posted back in the TL as like, your dad liked this or replied to this.
Yeah.
It's tough.
it is embarrassing. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse, but it is embarrassing.
No, devil's advocate. I mean, he's like, man, I've never been able to talk to porn stars before. Now he can.
It's true.
Now he can.
Let me tell you what Sally said last week.
Okay.
She said, if this were my dad, I would say I would give him sort of an out, and I would be like, hey, Dad, I think someone hacked your account because they're like interacting with porn stars. That way he could be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I guess you're right, instead of just forcing him to like own up to this behavior.
Yeah,
Giving him an out.
that's fair.
I don't hate the idea.
It's not a bad call,
But
I'd make a joke out of it.
yeah, I would too. I mean, if depending on how close you are with your dad, you could easily just be like, hey, Dad, by the way, we can all see this. Heads up. You might want to stop it. You might want to delete all that stuff. And, you're my dad, and you shouldn't be interacting with porn stars on Twitter. I wouldn't have a problem doing that if it were my dad. I'd be like, you got to cut this out, dude.
I do think there's a little like a daughter-dad dynamic versus
Yeah,
me and
that's
you
true.
talking to our dads, being like, hey, Dad,
That's
like,
true.
yeah, just don't respond to porn stars.
Yeah.
I agree. Maybe cite like maybe don't even bring it up directly about his behavior. Maybe mention like, hey, remember that time Ted Cruz's intern liked the YouPorn tweet or whatever, like some porn star's tweet. It was really embarrassing because everybody could see it. Or maybe bring something like that up in casual conversation. And
How do you
kinda
bring
let
that up
some-
out of the blue?
I
though,
don't know.
Without
I don't know.
tipping your hand.
You
too
don't.
much? Yeah.
You don't. I'm just trying to think of a way she could do it where it's not like, oh, where he doesn't realize that she's actually seen his. But yeah, I think there's a way to do it. And be like, maybe make up an example of your own, being like, man, yeah, I was on Twitter and I didn't realize that people could see all the stuff that I liked, and like make it about you.
Ooh,
And then
yeah.
he'll be like, oh shit,
That's not a bad
I better
angle.
chill.
Yeah.
Not a bad angle.
I like that, being like, man, I was liking stuff, and I didn't realize that it pops up on other people's timelines.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. Okay. Official answer is,
Yeah,
is what
our
Dave said.
parents navigating social media. It's
tough.
funny and scary at the same time. I don't spend time on Facebook, but I just hope that my loved ones are not on there and getting political. I like to think that they know better, but who really knows?
I do like the idea that everybody should take like a media literacy class at some point. I think that's growing up now. We should all have that.
You know what? That might become part of like the regular curriculum these days.
I hope it does.
I'm gonna when
Yeah.
Parks is of age to have a phone and to have his own accounts that he's in charge of.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give him a crash course. Like, look, dude, this is what you absolutely cannot do. This is what people can see. This is how you can get in trouble. And telling him what not to do. I got to teach him about the cloud and how everything he sends, he goes up to the cloud. And
can't
it's
wait to hear you
accessible.
explain the
Side
cloud.
of DM
Oh my-
chicks, like
Yeah,
pick up baddies on
like
Snap.
don't send. I'm like, don't send raunchy pics to people.
No, definitely don't, because I think
Yeah.
that stuff is. You can get in trouble for that now.
Yeah, yeah. Especially the unsolicited guys. Like, what are you doing?
You
Why do
can't
guys
do
do
that.
that?
Oh, you can't let him be a simp though.
No, yeah,
No
no
simp.
simp behavior allowed in this household.
No.
No incel behavior either.
Nope.
I had this thought the other day at the stoplight. They should start part of the driving test.
Is it a bar?
No, it should be. Part of the driving test now for kids should be your propensity for, or your how good you are at looking down at your phone at a red light, and then looking up and like noticing when traffic is moving and seamlessly going with it, as opposed to the person who's looking down at their phone and there's like a 2-second delay and you're waiting on that person. That's a real skill that is highly valued in modern society. I've figured out.
They're probably not going to teach that in driver's ed because
It should
it's illegal to be on your phone.
I think if you're at a complete stop though, you're
I don't
okay.
think it's allowed.
What about this? What if you beige street light just puts like a Wi-Fi blocker or a data blocker, so you just can't, your phone doesn't work at stoplights.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea,
No,
honestly.
probably expensive to install throughout the country.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was in traffic on Barton Springs one time. I think there's an event going on, so there were cops like directing traffic, and I was stopped. Man, I could have put my car in park. Like, that's how stopped I was. And this lady cop looked at me and she motioned, like gestured to me like, put your phone down.
You sure she wouldn't like call me?
No, she wasn't. She was like, she did like the hang up motion with her hand. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
You sure she wasn't just
Yeah.
being like, sick, or
No, she
dude,
was like-
Dord?
she was like, player, you can't do that, and you're doing it right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Probably should cut it out.
So you
That's
got
tough.
got.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a slap on the wrist, obviously. I mean, not even a slap. I didn't get ticketed.
Sure.
So it is illegal, I'm pretty sure, in Texas.
Put
Maybe.
your phone down, don't drown. That's what they say, right?
Yeah. They have those electronic signs up all over the city that says like, heads up, phones down, thanks y'all. Very
Yeah.
very Texas.
Got to throw
you
some
know?
Texas into
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
of course.
Another thing about Austin streets is they're very narrow. Like on Old Torf, if you ever flying down Old Torf with somebody like right next to you,
Some of them are, yeah.
and you're just like, man,
down there it's rough.
I can see you're on your phone and you're going like 2 or 3 feet in my lane on turns because you're just not paying attention.
Yeah.
I like to purposely kind of buzz the tower on them.
Do you?
Yeah, you know, I'll fly by them and just buzz them a little close. Like, pay attention, dude.
Oh, you're a bad boy.
Damn.
I do offensive driving.
Yeah, I don't like defensive drivers. I'm very offensive.
To be clear, in Texas, even if you are at a stop sign or a stoplight, you cannot be on your phone.
Okay.
Here's the problem. This was where it gets into the weeds. What if your navigation's on your phone? Maybe you have to, you know what I mean? Like because I sometimes will do that. I have navigation in the Jeep that I've never used. I always just do Waze or whatever. So sometimes I do look at my phone. Whatever. It's not for us to decide. I'm just keep that in mind.
You don't trust Google Maps or Apple Maps; they're taking too much of your data. So you go third party.
I like the cartoon aspect of Waze. Makes me feel like I'm having fun.
What voice do you have?
I don't even have a voice. I go no voice.
Silent.
Silent.
One of the cool things about my Apple Watch is
Okay.
if you punch in your destination on your phone, it gives me directions right here on my watch screen. This thing is, I know I put it there. The skeleton.
You did put it there.
It's really getting in my way. Yeah, it pops right up on my watch screen. It's tight.
Yeah.
It buzzes at me and says, "Hey, take a right turn, dickhead."
Yeah. Does it? Wow. Like
Says dickhead.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
very-
these awesome
very
services we have are just really mean.
rude.
to
Very
you.
rude. I don't get it.
First it was honey. Now it's
Yeah.
your Apple Watch.
But there are ways for that this young lady can bring it up with her dad. And
Yeah,
she
just
needs
do
to.
it.
She needs to for his sake.
Yeah.
you're doing him a solid.
Maybe create a dummy Twitter account and just respond to him and be like, we can see this, right?
Hey, what if you have a daughter or something that can see this? Like,
Hey,
"Oh."
that'd be a real shame. You're embarrassing her.
Mm-hmm.
She's on here too. Nice.
I like that.
Guys, can we talk about Liquid IV?
I would love to talk Liquid IV with you, Dave.
I'm so glad that the new product has worked into this read because I am such a fan. They've got the Hydration Multiplier Plus immune support to maintain and strengthen your immune system.
Is this the one that's a tangerine flavor?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I got this and I didn't know what it
Dude,
was. I didn't really dig in yet.
It is so drinkable, dare I say poundable, and you're getting immune system support.
Hydration plus immune support. No one's doing that.
Flu season, it's right around the corner with winter months approaching. It's more important than ever to have a strong immune system, like all the stuff that's going on. Give yourself the best opportunity to fight off whatever hits you.
I'm
You know what I
legitimately
mean?
excited to go home and try this.
I do this if I'm feeling sluggish before a workout. I'll take one before, but if I'm like cardio days, I bring a Liquid IV in like a water bottle to the gym and I drink it while I pump.
Do you?
It's that good, yeah, man. You're getting hydration, and now with this particular version, the immune support, you're getting zinc.
See, I've seen you in there in the gym. I assumed you had lean in there.
No, that would be weird to drink lean while I'm lifting.
That's what I thought. You just had a really.
I wish you would have
thought it
said
was just
something.
a problem.
It's a cutting-edge blend of vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and Wellmune. That's a proprietary thing in convenient single-serving packets. Vitamin C, everybody knows it's well known to help protect your body and support good health. Vitamin D facilitates immune system function, improves your daily defense. Zinc, the second most abundant trace mineral in your body, supports immune cell health and function. And Wellmune is a naturally sourced beta-glucan that's proven to help strengthen
Beta-glucan.
your immune system. Beta-glucan! It's really good too. Honestly, even if this didn't have any of the dope effects, I would drink this because it's a good hydrating beverage.
I agree.
When you purchase Liquid IV, you're also joining the mission to help people live better lives everywhere. With every purchase, Liquid IV donates a serving of Liquid IV to someone in need. Liquid IV is donating 3.7 million servings in response to COVID-19. Products are being donated to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. The company has donated Over 5 million servings globally.
I've even seen them do some wildfire stuff too.
Really?
They get out there with that liquid IV and give the firefighters what they need.
So firefighters aren't dumping it on the wildfire.
No,
They're actually
you don't put out the fire. I wish that had that effect, Dave. It might.
It's that technology's not there yet. But stay
Unconfirmed.
tuned. Their new Hydration Multiplier Plus. Check it out. You can also get it, Hydration Multiplier Plus Immune Support, available at Walmart or order online and get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Use code MAILIN at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use promo code MAILIN at liquidiv.com. Check it out. Promo code MAILIN.
Thank you, Dave.
Also, you can get some at Costco too. I'll just say it. I picked up some for my my golf weekend coming up. So
It's a great deal.
it's a great deal. You guys want to do a voicemail?
Let's do a voicemail.
Hey, Mail-In crew. This is Kaylee from Austin. I have a question for you guys. So I reached out to someone recently. I'm having some issues with post-grad life and reached out to her hoping that she could give me some advice. And she did and was super nice. But then reached out to me a few days later wanting to talk to me about an MLM that she was involved in. I think she's going to try to get me on board to sell stuff, and I'm just really not interested in that. So I didn't know if you guys had any advice for how I can maintain a friendship with this person, but just tell her no, I'm not interested, and I never will be. Thanks, guys.
I love this question.
A unique opportunity.
We had this last week, and I had to include it this week because we lost the episode. But
Lost tapes.
this is a fun one. We went to school with the guy Dave and I did in college. A couple of years after college, he and I think they were engaged. His fiance, like I was not included in this. Thank goodness. I didn't really like the guy too much, but they invited a bunch of people over for a dinner party.
Oh no!
And
I've never heard this.
They completely just they flipped the script on him when they got there. Everyone thought they were showing up for just a regular ass cocktail hour. Let's just get drinks and eat and all this stuff. And they had an entire presentation planned for them.
Just like the dinner party episode of The Office.
Sat them all down. They rolled out. I imagine they rolled out one of those elementary style TVs
overhead.
Yeah, and just gave them the pitch.
No,
There's a film crew.
I heard all about
Dillon was
it.
on couples retreat.
People were very not happy about it.
No, you can't do that. You can't ambush with an MLM.
I already didn't like the guy.
Did they at least have a tray full of Schlotsky sandwiches?
I would like to think they at least fed them, yeah, and hopefully with Schlotsky. So then I can understand wanting to go.
Okay.
But I heard about it and I was like, I cringed so hard.
I need you to remember to tell me who.
Oh, I will,
because I don't know this story.
I will.
What was the scheme? What were you selling?
I don't know what they were selling. I don't know.
Probably prepaid legal. I had a kid in high school, senior year of high school. Shout out to him. He's a good dude too. Tried to hit me up for prepaid legal services. He's like, you have this card. You ever get arrested for anything? He's like, you already got your lawyer paid for it. And I was just like, man, this. Even as a senior, I was entertaining it, but I was like, man, I know this is bullshit.
Yeah. To be clear, this caller said MLM. They're talking about a multi-level marketing
Pyramid scheme.
Business scheme, some people call it, otherwise known as a pyramid scheme, of course.
There's a really easy way, Dillon, to figure out if it's a pyramid scheme. If you are paying anything to work for a company, you're in a pyramid scheme. I don't care what they say.
Yeah. And there are two ways to rope your friends into it. Either you sell them whatever it is you're selling, or you get them to join the business under you. That way, the more money you make, the more money they make. That's where the schemey part comes
Correct.
Yeah.
Old scheming ass.
Oh, scheming ass.
So
But if you have to pay to join, that's a red flag.
If you're paying to play, you're in trouble. Yeah, and the biggest thing with these things is when you're approached, you don't want to make your friend feel dumb. You don't want to be what an idiot you are for doing that. It's no, it's the same thing when political stuff or whatever comes across the TL that your friends are getting into. You don't want to hurt their feelings or insult their intelligence. You just kind of want to give them hey, let's look into this.
Unless they're really into Q, then hurt their feelings.
If it's a good enough friend, I will hear their pitch just to be
them.
friendly. If they're a really good friend, though, I'm gonna be like, this is bullshit, right? I'm just gonna be straight with them.
Mm-hmm.
And look, it sort of is a legitimate business. You can make money doing this.
Yeah,
you can. People make money.
No, I know. No, I'm thinking of sorry, I was thinking of a story.
Okay, but it's still very schemy.
If you're one of the first 6 people in this
Yeah.
business, you can make money.
Yeah.
It all comes down to how much shame you have, and like the less shame, or what it was, the more shame, then like the better you're gonna be. Like if you just don't give a fuck, if you're a shameless person, you're gonna do well.
Any business that
in
leads you
sales.
to like hitting up your friends and family first, to me, it's I'm not comfortable with that.
Skeevy.
I'm not comfortable trying to get paid off on my friends.
Dylan,
my
there
family.
was a dude right before I left in like one of our last like chapter meetings. You know, at the end, as a voluntary responses (VRs), you could stand up and say whatever you wanted.
Right.
This kid, he was about to graduate, and he stood up to announce that he had a job, and he was kind of flexing, and he was like, "If anybody wants to get involved," and like I don't think it was Advocare, but it was something along those lines, and people were like, dude, that is a pyramid scheme." And you like saw a look on his face like, no, it's legit. And everybody's like, oh, I don't know, dude. I don't think this is what you're looking for.
I gotta get a name after this.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
give it to you.
Man,
You just got skewered by everybody.
People are like, oh, it doesn't sound legit, man.
Yeah.
This is like 2007.
but how do you respond to this? You back to the question. You hear her out. You let her do her thing, and you say, "Yeah, you probably should look back."
If she just wants to tell me about it over the phone, like I'll hear her out.
Yeah.
If she wants to have me over
No.
and like give me the full, I'm like, look, I'm not interested. I'm not gonna waste your time.
Don't let her shame you for not being interested. Just be like, that's when you can flip the switch. Be like, no, this is a pyramid scheme. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, and again, it depends how close you are with the person. In my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're gonna hit them with like you're involved in a pyramid scheme. Like
Yeah.
you're getting swindled.
I feel like at this point, these people know. Like it's,
I don't know how you don't know.
yeah, like you know the stigma of being associated with something like this. Unless you're so self-aware or unself-aware.
Under a rock. type
Self-unaware is the word. Yeah, under a rock. Like this is like a pretty modern trope. Like everyone makes fun of this stuff now.
I feel like extremely offline people can get hit by this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
no,
and
you
then-
have to be offline.
Yeah. Like if you're getting on the gram once a year, you're gonna be like, oh, a way to make money and lease a Beamer. That's
Yeah,
orange
yeah.
and has Vima on the side or whatever the fuck it is.
This actually is a good reminder. I've been meaning to talk to you. I've got a unique investment opportunity. It involves a couple jet skis,
Timeshare?
place
gonna
on Lake
say-
Travis. Yeah, your place for 2 weeks out of the year. Let's
Oh.
talk after this.
I see more timeshare like legal stuff, like get out of a timeshare, than I ever have seen for getting
Yeah,
into a timeshare.
it's a,
Is that
honestly
because of the state of the economy, maybe?
It could be. It could be. I think it's a good argument to have a timeshare. I don't know.
It's a good time to get
now's
in.
the time to buy.
Now's the time.
Now's the time to share.
But yeah,
Buy the dip, dude.
very, very kidding.
The
I
thing
don't
about a
want
timeshare is you're sharing time.
Yeah, people don't think of it like that, but it's true.
That's right. Good question though. Let us know how it plays out. Honestly, I'm kind of both of those first two questions. I want to know what happens.
Also, if you're in an MLM and you're on the fence if you are or not, one, you probably are, but two, just shoot us with a DM. We'll figure it out for you.
I'm here for all your MLM content.
Yeah.
We'll shoot them all
Hit me with
down.
your pitch.
Yeah. This next question is actually also from last week. I forgot that I had 3 included, so let's dig in, Day.
Hey guys, my boyfriend of 7 months has a birthday coming up. It's on a Tuesday this year, and I happen to have a friend's wedding the Saturday before. He's legit upset that I'm, quote, ditching him for Saturday before his birthday to attend this thing. In my defense, I'd RSVP'd to this before I even met him and even invited him to come, to which he said no. I'll be available to celebrate with him the Friday before, all day, Sunday, and on his actual birthday on Tuesday. Oh, and I just dropped $500 on some PTO to take him to a sick golf resort for the weekend after. Am I in the wrong here, or is he just being a little bitch? Thanks, love the pod.
This question infuriates me.
He is being a little
Can
bitch.
I say he's being absolutely a little
Just
bitch?
the fact that she is like even
birthday.
questioning if she's in the wrong here, it upsets me because he's
Yeah.
he's dug his way in enough to like plant the seed in her mind that she could possibly be in the wrong here. You are 0% in the wrong here,
1,000%.
and
well, I 1,000% agree with your 0%.
and since you use this term first, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Yes, he's being a little bitch.
yeah, he's being an
He's
insecure.
being a
little
huge bitch actually.
He doesn't
not
want
a
you to go to
little
the
bitch.
wedding because he's like, oh, she's gonna like be around guys at a wedding, and I don't want to go.
Dude.
She invited him to the
Relax.
fucking thing.
This fucking
She
guy.
invited him as a +1, and he said no.
What's his at?
I want to know how
What a
old this
jerk.
guy is.
I want to talk to him in the kitchen for a sec.
Only excuse is if he's 12. You know, because when you're 12, birthdays mean a lot, and you're a little baby about them.
But it's not even his birthday. It's Saturday.
It's not even on his. She's spending his actual birthday with him and taking him to
And be like,
a dope golf outing.
Bro, global pandemic. Like, the bars aren't going to be fun. No one's out.
What a bitch. The guy. to be clear,
the guy.
the
He's
guy.
a bitch.
Hey, bitch.
I want to fight this guy. This guy needs a proper ass whipping, I think.
What is his like argument?
Yeah. What is he standing on here? I don't know.
I don't want to go to the wedding with you. I want you to not go to the wedding.
A wedding that she committed to before she even met the guy.
I get it, not wanting to go to the wedding. Probably doesn't know any of those people. I was like, good.
Weddings are fun.
Rather hang
Go
out
be-
with the
go-
boys.
yeah, just
Weddings are
go
fun.
make
Open
friends with the
bar.
bartender. Yeah.
You dress up, look dope, open bar. It's fun.
You can just walk around and be like, yeah, Tuesday's my birthday.
They probably have some of those like glow sticks you put like a headband.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Put your tie around your head.
Oh, that's sick.
Do the Cupid shuffle.
Dude, don't you try to. This is a. Do not try to Cupid shuffle on.
I
the
didn't. I
podcast.
just said you could do it. It's an option he has if
Okay,
you went.
I'm very pro
hypothetically.
Cupid shuffle.
I know you are.
It's ridiculous.
She's done everything right here. Everything right.
Just don't take him to the golf resort anymore. I mean, like that's
She RSVP'd before he even met this dude.
what the fact that he's putting the seed in your head that you're wrong
On
about
what
this
planet?
is insane.
On what planet would this be acceptable behavior for the guy?
If the I'm just trying to like if her ex boyfriend who she was like engaged to is going to attend and she's like going for that, I'd be like,
Okay, then just go.
yeah,
Like
just
you
go.
have the you're invited.
right. You have the
Just
you have the
go.
invite. I don't even know how to put something together.
Just go.
Just yeah.
Weddings are
This is
fun, man.
the fact that it's more of a red flag. He doesn't want to go to a wedding.
Yeah, weddings are fun. Unless you're going like the 10th one in a
tight.
year.
What
It's
if-
kind of like the same thing over and over
What
again.
if
But
tight?
they're fun.
And
What
it
if we
sounds
find
local.
out- what if we find out this is like the most insignificant birthday too? Like it's like this guy's like 32nd.
Yeah.
Like what?
He's turning 32.
Dude, nobody cares. Why are you still celebrating a birthday?
Yeah, this guy strikes me as like we're gonna celebrate my birthday all month long guy.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is just you just don't do.
And
Remember when Randy was
as
the
an
only one who
adult.
remembered my birthday? Thanks, Randy.
Randy's on Facebook. Is that why?
That
Yeah,
literally
that's
is
actually why.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. No. This is tough. This is tough.
I mean,
it's not even a travel wedding. She's gonna be there all day Friday and all day Sunday. It's just around the corner.
I know people who take their birthdays very, very seriously who wouldn't act this childish about it. I mean, like the month-long celebration people. I know some of them who wouldn't be this irrational. What a jerk.
Dillon did text us about his birthday like 4 months ago, didn't he?
We did. Your birthday dinner was planned out very
About
much
3
in
weeks
advance.
ago, yeah.
At least 3 years ago. 3 months ago.
Potentially
3 years ago. Yeah.
3 months.
It's like, dude, I cannot wait
3
to
years
turn
ago, I planned my
42.
my 37th birthday celebration.
37?
I'm turning 37
No
Wow.
more mid-30s for this one.
in just over 2 weeks. I will be turning 37.
Sheesh.
Man.
I know, man. I'm getting old. Well, I am old. I'm just getting older.
Well, you know, it's
37.
37. It's up there. What are you, 26?
26, yeah.
Sheesh.
You got everything in front of you, man.
I'm trying. Knock on wood.
My 30s have been more fun than my 20s were.
I feel that.
You got that to look forward to.
I'm psyched.
30s are tight, man.
You look you look fantastic for 37.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah,
look-
yep. For 37, you do.
Thanks. Thanks, Dave. Thank you.
Hey,
very
Dylan,
nice.
speaking of looking nice, do you have a butthole?
You know I do.
Brett.
Sure do.
All right, well, listen up. This ad's for you. Let's talk about our friends at Hello Tushy. It's hard to believe that when we go to the bathroom in this country, did you know most of us wipe instead of wash? What's up with that? For years, bidets have been available, but very expensive, costing thousands of dollars. The Hello Tushy modern bidet attachment is here to democratize the blessings bestowed by bidets and offer clean buttholes to everyone.
Yeah, to be clear, this is not a full-on bidet. It's an attachment that goes onto your toilet. That's why it's so cost-effective.
It attaches to your existing toilet, requires no electricity or additional plumbing, and cuts toilet paper use by 80%. So the Hello Tushy bidet, it pays for itself in a few months. How about that? Oh, And the Hello Tushy does all this with a precise stream of fresh water for just $79.
The other day,
Hello.
Kate, it's a sponsor for Too Much Dip as well. KJ came in here just raving about the Hello Tushy. Loves the damn thing.
He can't stop using it. It's becoming a problem.
Sometimes they use it and didn't even need to use the restroom. He just goes and sits down and uses it.
Ditch paper products and uncomfortable chafing when you switch to the soothing, the cleansing stream of water from Hello Tushy Bidet attachment. And every Hello Tushy Bidet attachment comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. Join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now and have a clean butt with every flush.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's where our listeners can get involved. Go to hellotushy.com/mailin to get 10% off. hellotushy.com/mailin. That'll get you 10% off. It's a special offer only for our listeners. Again, hellotushy.com/mailin. Check it out. We highly recommend.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Let's do a voicemail.
Hey guys, love the pod. Looking for some advice. I live with 3 of my best friends, and me and 2 of them, plus one of the guy's girlfriend, we're looking to take some acid, and we don't want our 4th roommate to be there. How do we break it to him? We just kind of feel like he doesn't do any drugs, and we think that he just might make us uncomfortable. For context, we're all 23. All right, let me know. Bye.
That guy's a square. You got to get him out of there, man. I know nothing about acid. That's kind of why I included this question. I don't know anything about it, like what effects it has on you. I know that it comes in a little thing that you put like on your tongue.
Yeah, you call it a tab.
A tab.
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
shit about acid.
Yeah, bro.
So I thought we could discuss it a little bit.
Well,
You don't even burn, so that doesn't shock me.
I don't burn.
not much of an acid guy myself.
Right.
Never actually done acid.
Yeah, I know you guys aren't gonna be experts on the matter,
Yeah.
but I'm total novice in the acid department.
Randy, acid guy?
Big acid guy, right? He said yes.
Total
Yeah.
novice.
Um,
I get it. There are certain drugs, most of them the psychoactive types, that you don't want. If there's someone who's not on your level, they could throw off the dynamic for you.
I see. Okay.
This happens with mushrooms. I've been on this odd man out. I've been the odd man out in the past on an occasion.
Does the odd man out have to play the babysitter role?
Usually no.
Make sure nothing weird happens.
No, you really don't. Like, it's just, you don't. There's a reason. I guess some people will go to like a festival and drop acid or something.
LSD,
but that's really
is
risky.
that a form of acid?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's risky because you are in control of what other people around you are going to do in your surroundings. Whereas, like, if you're at home with like other people that are on your same level and you're all in a controlled environment, it's a little bit easier to predict what it's going to be like. I would think. This is not speaking from experience, so I might sound like a total narc, and I apologize if I do. But I don't think this is that weird if he's not going to be doing it. Like, just explain, like, look, it's weird to do this with somebody who's not on it. So just get the fuck out. We'll give you a gift card to the Cheesecake Factory. You can go post up at the bar and
Don't kill the vibe. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, this is not that out of the ordinary.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know. That's why we're talking about it.
I think that it depends on the familiarity that the others have with acid, I guess.
True.
You know, if they're a long time, veterans of the acid game. Well, it's one thing.
Yeah.
But if they're like kind of experimenting here.
Knowing nothing about what acid really does to you, if I were in a situation where I was like talked into trying it or whatever, and around people I trust,
Microdosing, dude.
I would want someone there who, well, first of all, I would want them to have done it so they can know what to expect. But I would
Sure.
want someone not doing it just to make sure nothing weird happens. You know,
Mm-hmm.
look, I'm a P word when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, I like to,
Professional.
no, the other people.
Poser.
Yes.
Got it.
Putts.
And so I would want to control all elements if possible. I don't know, man. I don't like losing like a sense of what's around me, a sense of reality. I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
So hypothetically, I sell an ayahuasca trip to the Amazon rainforest. We're not. You don't want to go.
I have no desire to try ayahuasca.
You gotta be careful.
DMT is the one that scares me the most, I think. Except for like heroin. That's different.
DMT is only 15 minutes though. 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
Feels like a lifetime.
But yeah,
That's true.
dude, Connor said he had a 10-minute trip. They said it felt like 3 months.
Okay, but have you ever had dreams where you like live not a whole life, but like you know what I mean, like somebody else's, and
No.
you're
Just have
like,
dreams running through the.
My dreams don't last longer than a day.
people were mad about your Fleetwood Mac knowledge.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But no one corrected him, to be fair.
I know, I did, but sometimes you don't correct.
just,
I don't want to
like-
be like music snob, like, oh, it's actually not on Rumors.
Rumors is Fleetwood Mac's #1 album. The Landslide is their #1 song. I put the two together. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just would have said I don't know the name of any albums from Fleetwood Mac, which is accurate. Anyway.
Never break the chain.
DMT's the one that scares me the most, though.
Is there any harm that can come from a DMT trip?
I don't think so.
I think you're
overdose
just
on
like
it?
sitting still, just like doing like physically, you're doing nothing.
Right.
It's mentally you're going on a ride.
You go to another dimension.
Yeah.
Don't you see like your past and future and talk to relatives and shit? And
Connor says that you meet like
Connor S.
Connor Moore.
Got it.
What's his podcast called?
Connor,
The Realness?
the real.
Or did he change it? I forgot.
think
I'm
it's-
sorry, Connor. He says like you meet like the darkest version of yourself
Oh,
or something. Like it gets dark, but you learn. You learn a lot too. I don't know. It all sounds terrifying to me, but people do it and they're into it, man.
Yeah. It's the weird thing about DMT. There's a lot of weird things, I guess, but
How do you take DMT? How do you ingest it?
it's like 3 puffs.
Oh, really?
It's a-
Yeah, puff it.
Huh? Did
Yeah.
not know.
So you listen to enough Rogan, you're gonna pick up some cursory knowledge of DMT. But he used to talk about it all the fucking time when I first started listening, and I was like, dude, what is this guy into? But a lot of people have like similar visions, which is kind of weird. Maybe running into like little elves who are like working on you, which is a weird deal. There's artists who like can recall what they think they saw on the DMT trip, and they put up that art, and you'll see it out there, and a lot of it's very similar. Yeah, it's wild, man. But yeah, the concept or the thought of like taking this, and for 15 minutes you're gonna live some guy's life. Like my buddy took it, and he's like, yeah, I was in Vietnam. He's like, I was somebody else in Vietnam, and I was in the war.
I believe on DMT is when Connor said he turned into a jaguar.
Yes, there might have been ayahuasca,
Okay.
but still,
Like
either way.
In his mind, he was an actual predatory cat, just like gallivanting through the jungle.
what?
Yeah,
Which sounds tight. Why haven't we all?
it
done
sounds
this?
kind of cool. But if I could pick and choose what my trip is like, then maybe. But
You would turn into Kidums.
licking my paw.
Like, why does Dillon hate me?
Yeah, man. I don't want to do it.
I want to do it once. Is that bad?
No.
I want to do it to try
I
that.
think the
It
stigma
could change your whole
wearing
perspective
off.
on shit, man.
That's what I've heard. I don't know if it would be like a bad change. That'd probably make me a little nervous, but I want to try it once, right?
What is DMT in its raw form? Like, what the hell is it?
Dimethyltryptamine.
Where does it occur naturally?
It occurs naturally in the body. I think maybe your pituitary gland
Yeah.
produces it, or the pineal gland. Maybe the thought.
So how do you extract it? Like
You
what?
don't. It's chemically made. The thought is, some expert in Rogan will correct me on this, but the thought is it's the chemical that's released before you die. So when people like have near-death experiences and they see like
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
they think that might be it. So it's very similar to like a dream-like state.
It's supposed to send you off on a good spot. It's like when when you freeze to death, their last couple minutes, you feel like you're on like a tropical beach.
I don't know that
Oh, yeah.
sensation. What?
Yeah. Well, Brett froze to death.
Yeah. No, like if you're about to
I've
freeze
never
to
heard this.
death, your last couple minutes are all like warm and fuzzy, and you feel like really good, which is DMT doing its thing.
Do you think if you're plummeting to your death from a skyscraper or a plane, do you think you're dead before you hit the ground?
That's what they say. They say you have a heart attack. It probably depends on your physical well-being, but
I would want to black out. I don't want to. I would want to black out.
yeah, I don't think you. Oh,
That's what it would sound
Is
like.
that like if a wolf is falling to its death? Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to. That's not how I want to go personally.
No.
Note to self: don't freeze
Jeez.
Brett to death.
Nah,
I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of how I'm gonna die, though.
Man,
You know what I mean?
Every man dies. Not every man really lives.
That was deep.
Braveheart.
Yeah,
Braveheart.
William Wallace.
You guys familiar with that? Mel Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that also like Kanye or Mike Posner or somebody?
Maybe.
Everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
Probably.
Is it Drake? Randy says Drake.
Cool.
I could be
Randy,
wrong.
Randy's so cool. Ooh, Randy, I know the music.
Fun question.
Good question. Got a lot
I knew
of.
we could get
Is there any
something out
drug
of
you
it.
want to do?
Oh.
Like just one time, like one time free trial offer.
No.
You've had your fill.
I'm pretty chill with not getting into that life.
Gotcha.
And I don't judge people who try weird shit.
No.
I really don't.
No.
I mean, don't do heroin. That's
Yeah,
different.
that's probably the one that I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
meth.
Yeah, nothing with a needle or a clear pipe,
Unless you're the president,
Cocaine.
then do
Well-
all the amphetamines.
But I don't judge people who want to experiment with shit. I think it's fine. I mean, I know people you can get something out of it,
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair.
if not just a fun little ride.
Yeah.
Slow ride.
Do your thing. Just don't hurt yourself or others, and we're good.
That's fair.
I'm afraid of hurting myself, honestly, on a lot of this stuff.
Like physically or
yeah,
like
like
mentally?
self mutilation type stuff.
Oh,
it
God.
happens, dude. The
What
dude
if-
from the Wu-Tang Clan who ripped his
He
little,
wasn't actually in the Wu-Tang
his
Clan.
dinger off
Why did he rip his?
because he was tripping on something and he thought it was like
Whoa. But that's like meth tripping. That's not
dude.
like.
There are stories about
Sounds like
people.
PCP.
There are stories about people like really hurting themselves. The bath salt thing, like
Bath salts were
the
popular
face.
for a
yeah,
minute.
what was that
Yeah.
about?
Spice.
I don't want to eat anybody's face off.
No,
you
in
know?
Florida, man. It was.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Florida and do
Bath salts.
bath salts.
The last thing I want to do is cut my life into pieces.
Yeah.
It's the last thing I want to do.
Oh man,
Let's do an email.
let's do it.
Hey guys, first time, long time. My roommate and I have a lease together for about 8 more months. During quarantine, I started living with my girlfriend and have been for the past 8 months. Her lease ends in January, and we are going to move in together. Having said that, I would sublease my spot. Last week I brought it up with my roommate, and he freaked out, saying I have a contract with him. He works from home and has been there with his girlfriend for the past 8 months too. Is he being selfish, saying I can't sublease it? Or should I just pay the rent even though I'm not there? Thanks for all the content.
I agree with your roommate. I would be very pissed off at you if you did this with me.
Yeah.
If we sign a lease together, I expect you to be my roommate throughout the entirety of the lease. If you don't want to live there and go live with your girlfriend, that's fine. Go do your thing. But you don't replace yourself with a stranger or someone else who is going to take your spot. That's my home. I chose to live with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decision we made together. I would be very pissed off. And I will let them know. Like, no, that is a contract. I mean, it literally is a contract.
You're right. You're right. I think that's fair. I'm gonna play. I'll devil's advocate this one because in college, which I guess is different than like post grad, like girlfriends and stuff. College, I had to sublease my apartment to move to Denver for a while, so like 2 months.
Okay.
And so I had like an emergency
Okay.
Sit
If you
college,
have
like-
legitimate reason for having to find another place,
job situation.
yeah, that's different.
Okay.
But even then, it's like it takes an apology and an explanation. Like, look, I
Absolutely,
have to
yeah.
do this. I'm really sorry. Type
Yes.
situation. Let me do whatever I can to make things smooth.
Mhm.
But if you're just going to live with your girlfriend and you're going to find someone else to live in your room, fuck no.
Yeah,
Unless it's like a good friend that you just want to like this even trade, fine, whatever.
Mhm.
But even that, you have to
I
like
think-
ask for permission.
Yeah, it could be kind of sorry. This is not legal advice, but I don't think you have a contract with this kid,
Right.
with your roommate. You have a contract with the landlord, with the It's an apartment, right? It says just
Mhm.
says a lease. So yeah, I don't think there's priviness there.
I think what I meant by that is if you sign a lease together, you're committing to being in that space throughout the entirety of
Yeah. I
that
mean, like
term.
it's a dick thing to do. Look at the lease and see if, first of all, if you can even do a sublease, because a lot of places prevent that.
Mhm.
And if you can, be like, man, is it worth putting a stranger in with my buddy and he's gonna be pissed? Because like that would be awful. Like if I was in that situation, like I thought, Dylan and I were getting a place, and Dylan's like, I'm moving to fucking Aspen, and I get stuck with
Sounds tight.
It is tight.
you name
Good
it.
for you. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Well, I would be upset with him. I'd be like, dude, why are you doing me like that?
I'm trying to. So lease together for. So it's a 16-month lease. It sounds like. I don't know. Is that you're too? I think you're too close to when this started. To you're like, hey man, yeah, by the way, I'm moving in with my girlfriend. You can't
You can't do that.
you can't do that.
If you want to live with your girlfriend, then do it. But you're still responsible for the other.
He
room.
won't go for this, but maybe pitch like, hey, what if we just split? I move out, but we split it. And I'll help you, so nobody moves in. He won't want to do that, but
No.
at least throw it out there and maybe maybe have like a starting point for negotiations.
I know the whole problem here is that his girlfriend's lease. I don't think he wants to do this. I think his girlfriend is forcing the hand because her lease is up in January.
Oh yeah, well, it's probably Saturday every day. Those two guys.
Yeah, the Bud Light flag on the wall.
Hell yeah.
The coffee table is from your parents' basement.
That you're gonna jump through.
Sure, play beer die potentially, or stump, or cheers governor.
What's your game? Oh, beer die.
Yeah, we'll play it at some point. Maybe
Yeah.
Dave's Halloween party.
Sure.
The table's still there.
No Halloween party at my place this year.
Damn.
Maybe I'm wanting the news to do one. I like their place.
Dylan's got a tight patio for beer.
Dylan does.
I do. Maybe we'll have the homie there too.
I got to go by there that
Dressed
night
as
anyway.
Why?
Because I'm gonna egg your fucking house.
Oh, okay.
So 2 birds, 1 stone. Like
Please.
I party there, then I get in my car, egg him, and then
Please
leave.
don't egg my house.
All right.
Man, we used to get egged a lot.
Your house?
I had 2 older sisters.
That's
and then
sorry
me.
to do.
Come on.
And
We
got,
never
we
egged
got egged
anybody.
a bunch.
Really?
We got egged so much. I know exactly what it sounds like when an egg hits the side of your house.
Like
exactly.
the vinyl siding.
It's
like
loud.
half of a baseball.
We had
sound.
wood siding, but it was just loud, man.
Gotcha.
And you gotta get it off, cause it'll take the paint with it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's just sorry. My car got egged.
Well, man,
Who's doing
really?
that? Like just jerks.
Well, were you bullying people back? Is that why you were egged?
No, one of the times. So we had this tradition in my high school. If you were entering your junior year, the
Okay.
night before school, the night before the first day of school, the new seniors would fuck with all the juniors to be.
Okay.
So they would all hop in cars, drive around to our houses, and egg us, and shoe polish our cars, TP our houses, all that shit. Yeah. It's
Yeah, we
tradition.
had something like this.
We did it to our juniors. It was just a thing. So that's one time they got us, and they egged my car, man.
That sucks.
That's
Come on.
sorry, man.
Yeah.
We never
My
egged.
whip. I'm just trying to push the whip, you
Your
know.
Corvette.
Yeah, they didn't
To
touch
egg
the
the
Corvette,
vet.
thankfully.
Yeah, because it had a cover on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, man. You're gonna have to just swing a deal. Otherwise, just be prepared to not be friends with this guy.
Look, we keep it real on this show. You are in the wrong. I'll go ahead and tell you. In my
yeah,
opinion,
man.
you are in
You're
the
in a
wrong.
tough spot. You're not you're probably not a bad dude. It's just like, dang it.
Okay. Solution.
Crap.
Solution. Can the
Freaking
girlfriend? Can we do short term on the lease? If you're really that serious about moving in, can we find her a 6-month or 7-8 month lease somewhere? Like, what's the? I don't know. How much longer do we have on the lease?
8 more months.
8 more months.
That's a long time. This ain't like the last couple.
No, this is not swinging the
No.
2.5 month thing. This 2.5 month, you just move out and pay for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
8 months.
It's tough.
You save a friendship by just saying, "I'm going to move out and pay for it." Like, so your boy's just living the solo dolo life.
Save a horse, ride a friendship.
There's got to be common ground here somewhere. There's some creative ways to sort this out, I think, but you can't just like put someone else in there unless they sign off on who it is.
If he's for the boys, he just tells his girl, like, "No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
sorry,
babe. I didn't have to wait.
I'm living with the boys."
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Got tea time.
But it's just like actually just his boy and his girlfriend who's been there for 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. You could, you flip it around on him, be like, why can't she pay it?
Oh.
Don't do that.
Good
Please
stuff.
don't.
Yeah,
do that.
don't. But that is have that in your back pocket if it gets dirty.
We got one more question.
Voicemail. Let's do it.
What's up, Mail and Crew? It's Trevcat. If Wash Media was a political party, what 2 podcast hosts would you put forward as vice and president? Let me know. Love the pod.
Trev Cat.
Always nice to hear from old Trev Cat.
What a tactical young man.
Well, Brett's got the presidential hair.
Yeah, it'd be a mouthpiece.
He's also
for whatever you
wheeling and
guys-
dealing. You know, he's got like the political what's the term I'm looking for?
Vibe. presentation.
You know how to schmooze, is what I'm trying to say.
I could schmooze
You're a
a little bit. I
schmoozer.
could schmooze a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
schmooze.
Schmoozer, he's got the political hair.
Yeah.
He might be my president, man. I don't know.
I'm fine with that. I would like to be more of a behind-the-scenes guy.
I think Dave's more of an operative situation. Yeah. I want you running the show. Like I'll be the mouthpiece.
Chief
or
of
whatever
staff
Dave,
type.
Yeah. Whatever Dave says.
Chief of staff
You
type.
just have
is-
Dave in your ear the whole time.
Exactly.
Like, do this,
Yeah.
dog.
I
Like
wanna
in
be the
debate
de-
with the earpiece.
I'm the Wash Media deep state. I'm the one really running the show, but nobody really
Right.
knows. Like, what? Who is it? Like, does he even exist?
I don't like public speaking, so I don't want to be your VP if that's all right.
No, you're getting VIP, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
we need you
We
on
need
there.
you on there
Okay.
because Will and I
Sarah
are too
Palin effect.
complexions too similar. Like you need.
You want some flavor in there?
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Some
I'll spice it up for
Yeah.
you.
Dylan's got VP because then you can just kind of schmooze and play golf and be like,
Yeah.
at the ready, but you don't really have to be.
Just hope something doesn't happen. You have
Right.
to step up.
Will I want is like the aesthetic officer. Will just kind of
Yeah.
designs the campaign. Dave runs the show from behind the scenes. I think that's a pretty good little situation. Randy puts out the propaganda.
Hell yeah, Randy. Way to go, man. Randy's our
Dark
White
web.
House secretary, press secretary.
Sure. Oh, Dave would be such a good press secretary.
Yeah.
Just spinning answers on any
Oh, man.
You're
question.
like,
that
I
was
don't know
asked.
if Brett said that.
What a miserable job.
I don't think he said that.
What a miserable job.
No kidding. I feel bad for that lady, Kaylee. She's
Is that how you feel about her?
it's a very, very impossible position.
It is.
Especially for this president. Like there's no way people are gonna come out liking you on the other end of this one.
Is she the blonde lady?
She is.
Kaylee McEnany, I believe.
KayleeGhei.
What's the hat? No, I'm kidding.
You look her up pretty easily. She's pretty famous.
Is she?
Yeah.
You ever think it's kind of demeaning when they put up like the people who have tested positive in the White House, and it's just like the big names, and then they're just like the others, and they're just like blacked out. You can't. It looks like you haven't unlocked their character yet,
Yeah.
and it's like 4 other White House aides. It's like no, throw their names up, man. What? Bradley in the West Wing's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I got it. Sorry, Bradley.
Man.
I think that's a pretty good little team, though.
Okay. I mean, we're not going to win any elections, but
You don't think so?
no.
I'm also too young.
I wouldn't vote for us.
9 more years till like
35?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dillon can.
U.S. citizen.
Were you born here?
Right in this city.
Oh, okay.
Shouts to Seton Hospital.
No shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
No cap.
You're not capping.
No cap.
Cool.
That'll do her. That wraps her up. You guys have
Good,
fun?
Good save. Yeah. That's a fun one.
Dave, did you have fun?
Had a good time.
Okay. Answer the question the first time I ask it next time, okay?
I thought you were talking to Brett specifically.
Well,
Fuck.
There it is. All right, guys. Look, the hotline number, 888-362-6245, or write in at the link in the Twitter bio, @MailinPodcast. We'll talk to you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.